Yo, you gotta brace yourselves up for today's video because today's video is a heavy one because the world is literally moving mad, but we have to talk about these things. We have to, we have to be here sharing these things with one another. And this is me encouraging you to try as much as you can to see this video till the end, because towards the end of this video, I'm going to be sharing something that can possibly bring us hope, I hope, because it gave me hope myself finding this out, and if you're just hearing about this for the first time, I know. Okay, you guys, let's talk about this. All right, Sweden makes sex an official sport, and they're getting set to host the very first European Sex Championship in this very month of June, in this very year 2023. And wait a minute, I know you're like, sex? Like, what is that? In case you think that sex means gender in this context, oh no, they are not trying to change gender or make gender an official sport. They are literally making the very act, the intimate act that the act that we call sex, knack, blow, tuma, or whatever you call it in your language, a sport. This month, 8th June 2023. The championship is to take place in Gothenburg under the guidance of the Swedish Sex Federation. I honestly did not know that anything like that existed, and this championship is expected to go on for about 6 weeks, with participants engaging in sexual activities for about 6 hours every single day for the whole of the 6 weeks, and these sexual activities are going to be under 16 disciplines, including seduction, oral sex, endurance, penetration, number of orgasms, artistic performances, and so much more. This is really crazy. For me, one of the most absurd things about this entire championship is the fact that every single person, irrespective of your sexual orientation, is encouraged to participate. Meaning that as a woman, if I want to participate in this competition, I can decide that I want to participate with a woman, or I want to do the intercourse with a man. And as a man, you can decide that you want another man, you want to compete with another man. So basically, it's open for everyone, and you're able to choose whatever gender you so desire. Reportedly, this championship is going to have about 20 people from different other countries aside Sweden. So 20 people from different countries, as well as audience ratings, and then a panel of judges to determine who the winner is. And I want to assume, because it's a sport, so I want to assume that there will be commentators as well, because what is sport without commentary? So basically, commentary, panel of judges, experts watching and looking out for the signs or whatever they use to determine who the winner is, and then ratings from the audience on ground. The organizers believe that this event is going to be a groundbreaking development for European countries, and is going to give them the opportunity to showcase to the world what sex really is, so people get to see sex for what it truly is, which is a sport, because according to them, sex is important for your physical and your mental well-being, just like every other sport. And just like every other sport, for you to achieve, satisfaction, you need to train yourself. So people undergo trainings before the event, before the championship, just like every other sport. So to achieve your goal or to achieve satisfaction, you need to train and be a master at it. I know, what are people saying about it? Surprisingly, and no, not really surprisingly, because this world, everybody has fans, okay? So people have a lot to say about this. Majority of people are like, oh my God, blow the trumpet already. Where's the angel? Some are like, oh my God, end time. Oh yes, yet another prophecy manifesting. Oh, this is crazy. This is immorality at its finest. This is indecency at its peak. Like, what till we not go here for this live? That point where you think that, I don't know if it happens to you, but every single time that I think I've heard it all, I'm like, what would happen again? I've seen and I've heard it all. The minute I'm just saying it, people just do the unthinkable. I'm like, how do you guys think of these things? How did it come on our mind? What are you talking about? Different comments. Some are like, oh, humanity is lost and, I've given up on humanity. We can never come back to sanity anymore. Some are like, oh, this is a very unique thing because men and women would get to compete, at the same time. And some people are very excited. They're like, oh, nice. Oh, Sweden, you're bringing joy and happiness to the world. Oh, how can I get a visa? Some are like, oh, thank God I'm already in Sweden, so I'm not going to miss this for anything in the world. People just have a lot to say about it. And of course, people have questions. I have questions myself. My first question is, are they going to wear masks? I know the answer is no, but really? No? Some are asking, is it going to be televised? And if it's going to be televised, this is me asking now, is it going to be on sport channels? Because if it's a sport, then it makes sense that it's going to be on sport channels. Or is it going to be found on porn sites? We have so many questions. I have another question. Is it going to be in a stadium? Or the way they do boxing? How is the setup of this event going to be? You guys, at this point, what do you think? Tell me, have you heard about this before? Are you hearing about this for the first time? What came to mind immediately you heard, the first time you ever heard? What was your reaction? Was it, hey, oh, Chimo, or nice? If you're like me, then I'm guessing that you're thinking like me, because I'm literally thinking, I wish that I never heard this with my ears. I never read this with my eyes. I wish that this whole idea was never even an idea ever. I wish this never existed whatsoever. Because when you hear of things that go on in the world, you just be wondering that people from all these countries, not just Sweden, see that the country is so perfect. They've done everything they need to do. All the citizens are lounging in paradise. Excuse me. And the next thing for them is, oh, this world is too boring. Like, we've figured everything out. So now people can now identify as whatever they want to identify as, or people can now, change their gender if they want to, or, this act of sex, let us show the world what it really is. It's a sport. Like, I'm just like, what is going on in your heads? What's going on in your minds? Have you lost it? Like, I know we say, oh, live and let live, but some things, you're just like, really? Leary, is this not talk? And yes, if you're like me, you'll be very happy about what I'm about to share with you guys as we end this video, all right? So because I was wishing that this never existed, or this was never a conversation, I had to do my research, all right? So from fact check website, you're going to find out that, or it is reported there, that this is false, meaning that it's not going to hold. But that does not mean, from the reports, all right, that does not mean it was never going to hold. How do I explain this? Maybe I should explain it this way. So the Swedish Sex Confederation made an application to the Swedish Sport Confederation. The application was literally them applying applying that sex is made a sport. They were supposed to be the ones like in charge of it and then working with the Sport Confederation, but their application was denied. I don't know how true this is, in all honesty. This is from only one website. Every other website confirms that this is true. I mean, we're here and it's almost 8th of June. We're going to find out if it's true or not. But I heard that, or I read that their application was rejected. And in all honesty, I hope that it was really rejected. But the question is, did they really make the application? So Una really make the application before? That's the part. Like, you really went ahead to make the application. So people really thought about this and considered it and applied, literally. Okay, I don't know how true that is. If you know, please tell us in the comments. Do you think it is true or not? From every other news that I have seen, out there, it is said to be true, like I've already mentioned. But tell me what you think about this. Do you know more about this? If you know more, please share with us. Hey, if you're tired like me, what do we go do these people? What are we going to do to people? Like, people don't know where to stop, or where, I don't know, they don't understand boundaries. Like, not be everything that they explore. Do you understand? Not be everything that they try out. And what hurts me is that for the most part, a lot of Africans, we always don't know what to copy and what not to copy. It's okay that you want to copy things from the West or whatnot, but please, because when things begin abroad, it just comes into Africa and people just move with it, even knowing that these things do not align with our culture. I hope that this is not true, and if it is true, it's just going to end in Sweden. I beg. They should carry themselves to one corner. All right, guys, tell me what you think in the comments. You want to share this video, go right ahead and share. You like me enough, you like my content, you want to be a part of this YouTube family, please go right ahead and smash the subscribe button. Also give this video a huge thumbs up. What else? Comment. You guys, I want to read from you. I want to read your comments concerning this entire drama. All right, guys, I'm going to see you in the next video. I really hope to see you in the next video. Stay safe where you are. Please don't move mad like these people, and don't allow this whole thing get to you. If you're if you're an overthinker like me, just laugh it off, because we don't have any control over these things. Okay, all right, stay safe wherever you are. Remember that I love you, and I am literally waiting in the comments to read from you. Bye for now.